Can anyone hear me? Hi, Chris. Nine people watching? Really? 9 people watching? Really? Aha. Roger Wilson. Hi. Oh, good. You can hear me. Brilliant. It's my first ever live stream. Good. People can hear me. That's cool. I've got a laptop on my lap. Trying to read the comments, but I can also see them on my phone. Bex, hi. This might get boring pretty quick. I have a few things to say, but not much. But it's mainly a test because I'd like to do the odd live stream now and then. So just testing it out. 4:20. Why is everybody? Hi, Joanna. Hi, Bex. It's weird that you call me Bex. Well, your name's Bex. Did you want me to call you? Oh, that is actually Bex. That's my Bex. What are you doing? Sorry, Bex is my Bex is my other half. She's obviously watching from somewhere. That's weird and embarrassing. Thanks for that. Bring me food, she says. No, no. Right. Joanna Bailey, hi. What's the latest? Latest is well, Next Stevenson. 4:20. Why is no one at work? Hi Luke, any change in the next van? Where are you? Let me read the comments on my laptop. Any change in the next van meet up the weekend? No, there's another meet. That is something I was going to tell you guys. There's another self-build camper meet. Not this weekend coming, the weekend after, which is I don't know what date that is. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, oh yeah, if anyone wants to come along and meet me and meet a load of self-builder, self-builder, self-camper van builders. Can't get my tongue around that. Yeah, so come along, come and meet us. And if you want to get some ideas for your vans, or I don't know, 13th of October, I'm told, is the next meet, that weekend anyway. This is weird. I've got my laptop here and it's delayed. Watch this. Ready? No, that is quite delayed. Yeah, that is delayed. You're at work on a coffee break. Oh, okay. One of them coffee breaks that last forever. Living in a box. Dude, hello. God, this is really delayed on this laptop. Anyway. 15 people watching? Really? There's got to be something better to watch. Basically, I was practicing this. I wanted to practice this live stream because I'm going to another self-build weekend soon, and I wanted to do a live stream from there. Maybe show you guys around, like live. Robert Shepherd, I'm loaded. Oh, are you? Okay. I've got a bit of a cold, by the way. I had a day off work yesterday. Real bad cold all weekend. It's not been good. Christopher, yeah, about 30-second delay. Sorry about that. Well, not delayed for you, is it? It's obviously delayed for me seeing your comments. Anyway. So you'll have to excuse the coughing. Living in a box. Living in a box. Celotex or cake today? This is really strange. Never done a live stream before. So odd. Sorry. Trying to set my laptop up next to me so I can see the comments. I should have at least tidied the van a bit. The van's a bit of a mess. Anyway. So what's the latest with the van? Wow. Some of you may or may not know. I'm getting married next month, which is quite scary. So funds are going to be a little bit tight for the next month or two. So I'm going to be doing kind of cheap bits on the van. I wanted to buy myself a real nice slab of oak for my kitchen worktop, and I wanted to buy my toilet and shower, and what else? There was a couple more expensive things that I wanted to buy, but they may have to wait till January now. So I'm going to be working on little bits and pieces, like finishing off the back of the bed there. Yeah, I'm building a fold down sort of wall, so when you open the back doors, there'll be a wall that folds down, and you can kind of lay out the back of the van, maybe look up at the stars. I don't know, but that's my plan. So I need to do that soon because it's getting quite chilly. So every time I camp, it's going to be a bit chilly right where your head is. Dan said if Bex wants food, cook something on the Hob Live. That would be fun. I don't know. Maybe I should get her to come out and cook me some dinner. Anyway, what's next on the van? Yeah, so I want to buy a fridge as well. That's something else that's going to have to wait till next year. I want a 12-volt proper fridge. I need more batteries. There's so much I need. I want swivel bases for these seats, so I can turn these seats around and there'll be extra seat in here. But there's loads to do. It's never going to be finished, but yeah. So that's what's next. Just don't get married, spend it on the van, says Chris. I think my fiance is watching this, so I'll ignore that one, Chris. I would love to spend my money on the van. Well, I've done pretty well convincing her, but, getting her into van life, and she's quite keen on it now. But one step at a time, I think. Let's not limit the wedding funds for a new fridge or something for the van. I want to get in trouble now when I go in, aren't I? It's not the cough that carries you off, it's the coughing that they carry you off in. Very good. Do a runner while you can, says Robert. Nice. Nice. I'm quite happy, thank you. It will just take a little bit longer, that's all. Just take a little bit longer. Also trying to save up for mortgages and things. It's all good fun, isn't it? It's alright. The van will be done in about 10 years, something like that. So yeah, they've got this meet coming up, so I'm planning a few jobs to do. Weekend after this one. Planning a few jobs to do. I want to finish the side door. Now I'm not sure what to do with the side door because there's not much space between the door and the van when the door's open, so I'm thinking I'll cover it with the foil insulation and then maybe use the coffee sacks that you see on a lot of vans. They get the coffee sacks, which Looks quite cool. Sort of stick it to the door. So that's another idea. Anyway. Anyone got any questions? I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to do this for. It was mainly a test. I'm going to do another live stream. Yeah, next maybe week, Saturday night. Chris says he's still trying to convince your wife. What, to buy a van, Chris? Are you trying to buy a van or have you got one? Screw the mortgage. Live in the van like most young couples today. Live in the van. Yeah, I could do that. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. I'd love to. I would love to do that. Even if you did it for just 6 months, you could save so much money. If you just did it for a year, you'd probably have enough money saved for like a decent deposit for a house. Yeah, it's such. I'd love to do it. I would like to do it, but van's not ready yet. Chris says, you're looking at buying a van, but haven't found a good one yet. I take it, Chris, you've shown your wife all the videos on YouTube of people traveling in vans and things. That's what I play my missus some videos like that, just to get her into it. Like the Florence and the Morgans, you know, their channel where they do all the traveling through Wales and Scotland and stuff. It's just brilliant. If you watch their stuff, it really makes you want to go, like, just travel. In fact, my travel plans, my missus and I, we do want to do Norway, Sweden, Scandinavia, all that kind of stuff. Hi Bruno. Yeah, I really want to travel and see all that area. It's beautiful. If if you want to see some decent shots and footage of that, if you would look up Ash Pollard on YouTube, he's got a great channel and a great van. He's travelled all around that area, all Sweden, Scandinavia, Norway, and it's beautiful. If you want to see some nice videos of that, Ash Pollard's site is very cool. He's got a great van. I'm hoping to meet him soon. He might come to this meet, maybe. Bruno the Sexy Boy, self-named Bruno the Sexy Boy. Where are you from? I'm from southeast of England, near Gatwick and Brighton, that kind of area in between there. Chris, yeah, she's sick of seeing them. After watching your holiday videos, she agreed to buy a van, but I want to give the house up and travel full-time. Wow, you got a lot of convincing there to do, Chris. Yeah, my holiday videos, I loved that. I mean, that was only 3 weeks in France and Spain, but really enjoyed it. Just trying to vlog the whole thing as well is challenging, but I really enjoy it. That's brilliant. It's just brilliant. Wake up when you like, drive for as long as you like. If you get tired, pull over. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Bruno says, was it a dream for you to get a travel van? I have always wanted it. I've always enjoyed camping and caravanning. But yeah, I was thinking about it more and more. For about a year I was looking up videos of van lifers and conversion videos, and I think actually there's the video that motivated me was Nate Murphy. He did a conversion and he's got a really good video. It's an all-in-one video. Completes the van in one video, which is, and it's quite inspirational to do yeah, it makes you want to do it. And even if you don't have any skills, I'm not a qualified tradesperson or anything, but it's great. You learn skills as you do it. You learn how to do things. You can YouTube or ask people for help, and it's great. So it definitely was a dream for me to try it. I just said my battery was low. it was a dream. But yeah, I needed a van for work as well, and at the time I couldn't afford 2 vehicles, so I had to get the big vehicle so I could do both, have a camper and you know, and work out of it. Wait a second, I've got to put my phone on charge. Is that charging? Is that okay? I don't know. Right. Radio came on. Bruno asks, what van did I get? It's a Iveco Daily, long wheelbase. It's the extra high top. It just happened to be one myself and my friend found on eBay. You don't need the extra high top to fully stand up, but it just happened that we found the extra high top. So it's absolutely monstrous and it's so much space. And I'm only 5'8", but it's definitely 6.5 foot or something. I'll stand up there in a minute. Chris asks, how do you find parking a large van like that around towns and campsites? How do I find it? Difficult. Towns, very difficult. You need one space in front of the other to park in a car park. Yeah, because it takes up 1 3/4 of a you know, 2 spaces. It's so for a while my missus and we just had the van to get around in, and it was so challenging. We'd drive around car parks, like huge car parks, for ages trying to find 2 spaces, one in front of the other, to be able to get in. It is difficult. You get used to driving a big vehicle after a while, and we now actually have a car, a little tiny Peugeot, which is a lifesaver, but I can't actually park the Peugeot anymore. It's tiny, but I can't park that. I can park this and parallel park this van really well, really good, but I can't drive the little van now, so you get used to it. It's not as daunting as you think. If you've never driven one, it's not that daunting. So there you go. Tactical Advance has asked, you're going to add a water tank under the van? I'm not, actually, because for my work in the garage, I have an upright 250-litre water tank. I use that for my pressure washing, so I'm going to use that to feed my sink, to feed my shower. I mean, 250 litres of water, I'm never going to carry that much, but that's a good amount of water. You could have a decent long shower with that. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing for water. I would like to get an underslung LPG tank though. I like the fact that the gas would be out of the way and you don't need to cut holes for drop vents, and you're not going to gas yourself out. So, and maybe an underslung waste tank would be a good idea. Just keeps it out of the way then, doesn't it? Chris, I used to drive HGVs. I never had to park on a campsite, but I never had to park on a campsite or in towns. Campsites are easy. There's plenty of space on campsites, but in towns, yeah, it's very tricky. It is tricky. It is tricky. If you get one, you'll be driving around for quite a while, finding spaces. And if you do get a space and you have to pay for it, I never know whether I have to pay for 2 tickets because I'm taking up pretty much 2 spaces. So luckily we got a little car, so we take that into town now. But campsites, it's fine. Absolutely, I love driving this van. It's actually got cruise control as well. If anyone has an Iveco and you want to get cruise control, all you need to buy is the little stalk on the steering wheel. Because it's already there, but you just need the little stalk. Put it on the steering wheel and plug it straight in. You got cruise control. So yeah, just put it at 60 mile an hour on, and then you it's just really nice to drive this van. I love these vans. Marilyn, what's the best insulation for a small van? Everyone uses different. It does depend how much space you got, and how good of a heater you've got in your van. I had plenty of space in this van, so I used 25mm Celotex and the bubble wrap foil insulation. I used that all the way around. Sliding doors a bit different because there's no real place to put Celotex or insulation board in, so it's just going to be the bubble foil. I think I might have to do for that, but yeah, for a small van, if you've got enough room, and you're not going to lose too much headroom, yeah, try it. If you can get 15mm Celotex. So if you had that on the floor and the ceiling, you know, you're losing 30mm. If you got enough headroom for that, do that. But if I was to start again, though, I would use some of the recycled plastic bottle insulation, or the woolen stuff, and stuff that in all the crevices and holes. But if you got a decent heater, it's pretty much. I'm not going to say you don't need it, because I'm always going to insulate vans, but if you've got a decent heater, you're going to be warm, aren't you? But the insulation I've got in this van keeps it really quite cool in here. When the sun is beating on this van, it still keeps it quite cool, as well as keeping it warm. So if you got space for it, chuck it in. Oh, right, I better go get ready for work. Oh, all right, Chris, thank you for coming on, mate. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, mate. Right. Who's watching? 15 people. Probably gonna make a move in a minute if anyone's got any questions. Dan, are you going to use the van in freezing weather? Yeah, I would. I don't have any plans as of yet. I'm camping in a couple of weeks, but that's not going to be freezing. But yeah, I'm hoping to go to, as I said, Norway, Sweden, Scandinavia, all that kind of area. So that gets pretty cold. So I'm gonna have a decent heater, a diesel heater. I'm looking at these highly debatable Chinese diesel heaters. Yeah, they've had a lot of issues, but I don't know. But anyway, if you've got a heater, it's going to be fine. They're only quite small spaces, these vans that you're trying to heat up. So yeah, I'm hoping to go camping in the winter. That'd be great, wouldn't it? To go like Sweden or something, and it's all covered in snow, but you're toasty warm in the van. That would be sick. Dan, I'm thinking about insulating the waste tank under the van too. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Use pipe lagging as well, and all the pipes as well, so just so it doesn't all freeze up. But yeah, no, it's definitely a good idea. I'm going to get the cheap red on eBay. What's that? Is that the red Chinese diesel heaters? £150. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's probably what I'm gonna get. If Mr. Buddy, if you're going for those cheap Chinese diesel heaters, there's a Facebook page, a troubleshooting Facebook page for those heaters, and it's really helpful actually, because people go on there with problems and people solve the problems. You know, everyone helps each other out to fix if you get any issues with your diesel heater. It's a really good little website, and it's convinced me to get one, because I wasn't sure, because it's had mixed reviews. But those cheap Chinese heaters are okay. They work really well. Once they work, they work well. But I think there's some kind of trick to priming the pump, priming it. But what other questions have I got? Marilyn, is your van Iveco? Yep, Iveco daily, extra long wheelbase, extra high top. 2006, end of 2006 this van was made. Are they big heaters? How big? What size wise? They're like this kind of square. I was going to get that one. Yeah, they're on eBay. They're I'll tell you what, I don't know if I can do it, but I'll post a link of this Facebook group so you can all get any tips about these. And if you want to message me, actually, I've got a couple of links, a couple of eBay links from recommended dealers of these Chinese heaters. As soon as I get a bit of money, yeah, I'll be buying all that stuff. So looking forward to that. It'll be interesting. How big is the van? I thought you was asking how big the heaters are. The van it's big. I think it's 7 meters long. External. The external size is 7 meters long. Internal, well, yeah, internal from the back of the seats to the back door is 5 meters. Width wise, that wide, I don't know. 3 meters, I don't know. Excuse me. Sorry. Dave Berry. Hi, Dave. Hi, Luke. Are you looking to fit an awning to the van? No, it wasn't. Not an awning, but I would like a. Yeah, no, awning. Yeah. What do you call the thing? What do you call those things? Parasol. What do you call them? The Fiamma. Is that an awning? I thought the awning had the sides on it. What do you call those things? Come on, someone help me out. Awning. Awning. Everyone says awning. Yeah, so I would love one. My stepdad, whose van is in my travel video when I went to Spain. My stepdad, he's got a 4 meter long Fiamma wind out awning. Yeah, it's really good. We used it all the time. We sat under it when it was either too hot or slightly raining. We sat under it. They're great ideas. So yeah, I definitely would like one. I'm always keeping an eye out on eBay for them. But eventually, it's all money, isn't it? Right, Dave, I wouldn't consider a cheap heater if you break down in the middle of nowhere in Scandinavia in winter, and God forbid the heater problems, you freeze to death. To death? Wow, that's extreme and scary. Yeah, maybe a backup heater of some kind then. I'll tell you what's a good trick and a good tip, and my colleague that I work with, Dan, he's got a camper van, and I'm going to hopefully do a tour of his van soon for the channel. He fills his van up, like all his worktop, fills it up with candles. Make sure it's safe, and you've got like big containers for the candles so you don't set yourself on fire, but you light a few candles because it's quite a small space. It keeps the place really warm. It's actually really surprising how well a few candles heats it up. So yeah, Dave, I hope I hope that doesn't come to it, but the option is you pay £150 for the cheap heater, or £400 to £500 for like the Espacha ones or something like that. So it all comes down to money, for me anyway. Tactical Advance says a Sprinter van is a good option. So many on sale and cheap, as long as you're okay with having it over 100,000 miles. Sprinter vans are nice, and the Crafters are nice. I heard a lot of mixed things about them. I heard that they rust quite easily. I like Ivecos, so I was really wanted one. I'm really glad I got one. Do you want to know how many miles my van's done? My Iveco. I tell you what, I'm going to do that as a competition. I'm not going to win anything, but have a guess. How many miles do you think my Iveco's done? Candles in a small space, Marilyn. Yeah, honestly, light a few candles. Make sure it's done safely, and you know you're not going to kill yourself. But it really warms the van up. Dan says, I've seen vans with wood stoves on YouTube. Oh, well, yeah, no, I was considering a log burner for the longest time. In fact, my friend who I mentioned, Dan, he's going to get one in his van. They are cool, but they take up space, which I didn't want to lose any extra space. And I wanted a thermostatic heater so that you can just set it and it just keeps the same temperature all night, rather than waking up and it's cold and you got to try and start the fire to get heat in there. I didn't want to wake up cold, so that's why I wanted a thermostatic heater. All right, I'm having some guesses. 210, what am I on? 45,000 miles. I wish, Marilyn. 68,000. Come on. I wish it was this low. 273 says Dan. What number is that, Dave? 308, 122, 168. Okay. To this day, I'll tell you to the exact mile, my van has done 221,000 miles, 421. 221,000 miles. It's a lot. It's a lot of miles. But if you look after these vans will do 400. I've just had the cam belt done. I service it. I service it every 5,000 miles. You know, I'm really going to look after. Yes, it. 221, 421. Yeah, it's close. It was close. Good guess. But yeah, if you just look after it, it's money. But definitely do the oil every 5,000 miles and do the cam belt every 100,000 miles or every 10 years or something like that. But yeah, like they are workhorses, Marilyn. Yeah, they're very good vans and they'll just go and go as long as you look after them. And there's no rust on this. I have no rust underneath. But I'll just run it into the ground, and if the engine goes, I'll find another engine from somewhere and just keep the van going. Dave says it's only just run in. Well, I'm hoping so. I'm sure if I can get a few miles more out of this. I'm enjoying this. I've never done this live stream. I like this. I like all the questions. How many people watching? 18 people. What time is it though? Right, what can I show you? I've got nothing really to show you. Ah, can you show us around the van? Says Haley Davis. Looking good. Me or the van? I'm sure you're talking about the van. Right. 285. Oh, right. I can. It is a bit of a mess, and there's tools everywhere, and the bed's not made, so it looks really scruffy. But sure, okay. There's not much to show. There's not much to show you. So that's the door that still needs to be insulated. This is the kitchen that I'm working on. It's actually a long kitchen. It's 6 foot long. I need a 6 foot long worktop for that. I'm really chuffed with that. Oh, my battery's getting low. No. If it cuts out, you know it's my battery died. But, so yeah. Toilet shower's going to go over there. I'm going to stay at the front because my battery is going to die. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm going to stay here because I'm plugged into the front of this van and my charger is charging up. Right, what have I got? Would you use carpet or cladding to finish a small van off? Says Marilyn. Personally, I like cladding. I really like the wood feel. It's quite warm and cozy. Well, I suppose carpet is quite warm and cozy. There are advantages to carpet. It's cheap, it's easy to fit, and it's easy to get sort of all the bits, all the tricky bits, you know, finished off nicely. And it's thin, so you don't lose any space. With the cladding I've got is a centimetre thick, so you're losing more space all the way around. But if you can afford to lose the space, then clad it. But it's expensive. The cladding's expensive. So I like the cladding, but it was nearly £300 for this cladding. So yeah. So Marilyn, what van have you got then? Have you got a van? What state is your van up to? Is anyone else here converting a van? Been doing this for 35 minutes. Marilyn says yes, got a small crew van. Oh, Persia, yeah, nice, nice. Is that a bit of a day van so that you go away for weekends and things? Or is it a full time? Are you going to go full time? All right then. Maybe I should start wrapping this up. Okay, let me get the date right. So there's got to be a calendar on this laptop. Dave asks, am I doing France and Spain again next year? I do love Spain. Love Spain. But I did that last year. What year are we? Well, 2018. So I'm not traveling this year because I decided to rip it all out and start again. So next year we've got a couple of trips planned. Sort of summertime. Myself and my family, who I went to Spain with, we're planning a sort of a lap of Great Britain. Maybe not lap the entire perimeter of it, but I definitely want to do Wales and definitely want to do Scotland, maybe a little bit of Cornwall. Just kind of do a bit of a lap. I really want to see all the mountains in Wales and Scotland. I went to Scotland with the missus last year, and it's just beautiful, and I wish I could go in my van. So that's next summer's trip, and maybe the year after that I'll do Norway, Sweden, Scandinavia. I'm not sure yet. I want to do it all, but it's just money, time, trying to get time off work and stuff, isn't it? Okay, so all right, so yes, if anyone lives in the southeast of England and wants to come and meet me, there's a self-build meet the weekend of the Saturday the 13th, Sunday the 14th. So it's from Friday to Sunday, Friday the 12th to Sunday the 14th. It's in the New Forest. It's in Hordle. I'm going to be there. There's going to be quite a few new first time attendees. First timers there. If you want to come and meet me, meet a lot of the guys, get some ideas for your vans. I know I'd love to meet you all. So that's where I'll be. If you want the details, I will just ask. I don't know how to add like description on this. Maybe I could comment it, but right, location. Ooh, yes. Oh, my battery's dying. Got to go. Good luck with the test. Oh, bye, Dan. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Yeah, I can find out. There's a Facebook page. I'll tell you what, get a Facebook page up. There's a Facebook page. I will tell you what it's called. I think it's called South Central something. Hang on, I'll find out. Mr. Tommy Gun. Try and get along the Pembrokeshire coast if you go down to South Wales. Some lovely beaches down there. That sounds nice. Yeah, I'm going to start writing down any suggestions or tips that I get, so that I can kind of plan it into a trip that I do. See y'all at the meetup. Nice. I'll see you there. Right, I'm just signing into Facebook. I'll tell you the name of the Facebook group. Here we go. Okay, type this into your Facebook. South Central Self-Build Get-Together. That's the name of the group. I think this is the 5th time meeting up, and each time there's more and more people that you know, get into it and come along. Bring your tools, bring a few jobs to do on the vans, and everybody helps each other out. And yeah, if anyone comes, I'd love to meet you all. So yeah, that's, you'll see if you click on go to that Facebook page and click on the events. you'll see that event. Let me just find it myself. In fact, I'll read out the address to you if you like. Marilyn. What are those emojis? Smiley face and 3 hands clapping. Interesting. 5th build. Yeah, the 5th build. Okay. Here we go. Yes, so the postcode is SO41 OFN for November. And it's in Leamington in the New Forest. But yeah, find that Facebook group if you're interested. It's really good fun. Really good fun. Right. I think that's going to be me. Any more questions? See you at the meetup. All right. Well, thank you for tuning into my test. I will do another live stream from this meetup. Probably the Saturday night. Saturday night. So that's Saturday the... What day did I say? Saturday the 13th. See you on Facebook, Marilyn. See you there. Yeah, Saturday the 13th, I'm going to do another live stream in the evening. For anyone that's got any questions, and I'll try and show you around a bit, if it's still light, that is. Alright, well thank you for your comments. I enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to doing that again. Alright, well. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Bye, Marilyn.